Hello, and welcome to this hip mobility class. Today we will go through mostly hip internal rotation. So it is the fact of the thigh or the femur going inwards relative to your pelvis. This is a super important motion since it's used in almost all of the motion of the hip. For this class you will only need a yoga block, preferably a yoga mat as well, and a timer. On this class I will first work on the left hand side, and then you can just rewind the video and work on your right hand side. The class will be approximately 10 minutes for the left hand side and 10 minutes for the right hand side, which would be approximately 20 minutes for the whole workout. Okay, let's start. So we will first start in this quadrupedal position, and we will start with hip cars. So the goal of this position is really to go through all of the motion of the hips just to warm up. So we will bring our knee close to our chest. Then we will go open the position, making sure we don't move the spine. Open it as much as we can, and in that position I'm going to turn my knee downwards and at the same time bring my leg towards the outside and backwards. Then I'm going to bring my two knees together and I'm going to reverse the motion. I'm going to extend it, open it. Now I rotate my feet inwards and bring my knee towards my chest. Second round, we can increase a bit the intensity, contracting a bit our abs a bit more. Make sure you do not move your spine towards the movement, and make sure that you do not move your pelvis from one side to the other neither. Last round, you can ramp up the intensity a bit more. Try to squeeze your abs, rotate as much as you can, backwards as much as you can, and bring your two knees together and reverse. Okay, so now that we're warmed up, we're gonna go through our second training input, which is capsular cars. So for that one, we're just gonna lay down, and in this position, still working on my left hand side, I'm gonna imagine an axis around my thigh, and I just want to rotate around that axis. So keeping my thigh in the same position, I'm going to point my foot towards the outside, maintain 3 seconds, and rotate towards the outer side and maintain 3 seconds as well. Each time I push outwards or inwards, I try to push a bit harder, as if I wanted to go further in the movement without moving my thigh. So I can grab my thigh to make sure nothing moves. Rotate towards the outside, that's 3. Push, push, push. That's 4. The last one, push, push even further, squeeze, switch direction, squeeze, 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 and relax. Okay, we're gonna go now through our third input, which is pails and rails. So for that one, we're gonna use the 1990 position. This position is quite handy to work on the hips, because you can actually work on almost all of the function of the hips through that position. If you feel that the position is completely awkward for you, if you're totally screwed, what you can do is take a block, put it under your thighs, or what you can do as well is go backwards, go a bit to the front, or bring your front leg towards your other thigh. So what is important in that position is that you kind of align. So it's called 90-90 because you want a 90 degrees angle on your front leg and a 90-degree angle on your back leg. Then you want to align your knee with your chest, your knee with your hips, and the back knee with your back hip as well. So you don't want to be too wide open or too closed open. So on this one, we're going to work primarily on the back leg. So the first thing that we're going to do is try to find a stretch on the back leg. So what I'm going to do is try to rotate my thigh backwards and touch my glute towards the ground. And I'm going to feel a stretch in this part of my thigh. If you want, you can use a block to relax the front leg because we don't need it. So in this position, we're going to try to relax, and I'm going to put a timer and we're going to stay in that position for a minute. Let's go. Find your stretch, relax in the position, breathe deeply. At the end of the minutes, we're gonna do two things. The first one is gonna be a contraction trying to lift the knee off the yoga mat. So we're not gonna change the position whatsoever. We're still gonna be in our stretch. And in that position, I'm gonna try to lift my knee up, but I'm gonna try to ramp up the intensity. So I'm gonna start with a slow contraction and then try to ramp up 20% of my force, 30, 40, 50, 60. We're going to hold that contraction at 60 seconds. At the end of the 10 seconds, what we're going to do is lift the foot from the ground. Normally, you won't have any strength in that position since it's your end range. But what we're going to do is try to imagine that there is kind of a scale on the ground and make the weight on the scale as low as possible. So we're going to try to lift the foot as much as we can. Okay, so now I'm going to start to push my knee upwards. First 10% of my force, 20, 30, 40% of my force, 50, 60, and I hold it for 10 seconds, still maintaining. Imagine that someone is pulling down and that you have to resist. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I reverse. Now I push my knee in the ground and I try to lift my foot and I hold it for 10 seconds. Come on, lift up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I relax deeper in the stretch, and we're gonna do it again. So we're just gonna relax in the stretch, 30-second-ish. Try to breathe deeply. Maybe you notice that you have cleared a bit of space in your hip and that you can reach a bit deeper. And now we're gonna pull the knee up. Same thing, try to lift my knee from the ground. 20% of my force, 30, 40, 50, 60, we go a bit higher, 70, and we push up. Imagine that someone is pulling down and that you have to push up, and we hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I reverse. I push my knee on the ground and I lift my feet and I hold it. 10, harder, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And slowly get out of the position. Can move around. I'm gonna extend the knee now with my leg fully extended. And what I'm gonna do is just to move as much as I can from one side to the other. So same thing, I imagine an axis here and I want to move around this axis, and each time I reach the the end position, I want to apply a bit of force from one side to the other. I apply a bit of force, I rotate. Very good. I'm gonna go back to this 90 position. So in this position, what I'm gonna do now is just trying to move in and out of the position in a controlled way. So I can use my hand as much as I want. I'm gonna start facing that direction, and I'm gonna rotate and try to sit on my glute here. Even if this leg lifts off, it's not a problem. I'm just gonna try to sit, and then I'm gonna push into the ground to come up, and that's one, and I come back. 2, that's 3, and the last one. Perfect. So then now that we have opened a bit of space in the hip, we're going to try to close the distance between passive range of motion, so the flexibility, and the active range of motion, which is strength. So for that, in the same position, what I'm going to do is grab my ankle and lift my feet as high as I can. In that position, I'm going to try to let go and hold the position for 5 seconds. I will try not to let my feet drop to the ground, but really control the way down and maintain my ankle as high as I can. So in this position, I'm going to lift off and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax, lift off, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax, lift off, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift off, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the last one, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're gonna do it again, now 3 times 10 seconds. So same thing, I'm gonna lift off as high as I can, let go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax, lift off, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the last one, last rep, best rep, lift off, and let go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Perfect. Now we're gonna move without this help of the hand. So I'm gonna pull my knee towards the ground and try to lift my feet. So I'm gonna take an anchor point into the ground, be very, very stable, and then I'm gonna push my knee into the ground and lift my feet. That's 1, 2, 3. If you cannot manage the position, you can always go backwards. It's gonna create a bit of space in the hips, and the movement is gonna be a bit easier. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and relax. We're gonna now add another motion of the hip, which is abduction. So the fact of lifting the thigh outwards. So I'm gonna first rotate my feet upwards, and in this position I'm gonna lift my knee and come back first with my knee and then with my feet. Same thing, if the position is too hard for you for the moment, don't hesitate to go on your elbow or even lay down. This will create some space on the hips. Let's go for 5 reps. So I'm gonna lift my feet, lift my knee, first come back with my knee and then with my feet. That's 2. I'm gonna try to keep my feet higher than my knee. 3. And I'm gonna try not to pull with my whole body. So I fix a position, lift 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 more, 1, 2, 1, 2, and the last one, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're gonna add another motion happening at the knee. So I'm going to first lift my feet, lift my knee, and then in that position without moving anything, I'm gonna extend my leg, come back, first put down my knee, and then put back my feet. To make sure we're not cheating and bringing the thigh inside to help us kick the leg, what we're gonna do is place a yoga block, just in front of the thigh. So in this position, I'm gonna lift my feet, lift my knee, extend slowly, and come back. First put down my knee and put down my feet. That's 1. That's 2. 3. Try to control the movement all the way. 4. And the last one, 5. Lift up, extend, and come back. First the knee and then the feet. Now the last movement for today, we're gonna do the same thing. So first the feet, then the knee, then the extension of the knee, and then we're gonna rotate as much as we can. Come down. When we rotate, we don't want to rotate the whole body. It's really just the thigh that should rotate around the pelvis, and nothing should move. Come down slowly, gently, come up, come down, and come down. I'm gonna do 5 reps of this one. Let's go. So I lift up, lift my knee, extend, rotate, come down, lift up, rotate, knee, and feet. That's 1. 2. Let's go. 3. Control the whole movement. Control your way down. Lift up, rotate. 4. And the last one, 5. Perfect. That's it for the left side. We're just gonna retest some hip cars just to see a bit how you feel when you move in the same position we did at the beginning. So in this position, pack some air down, contract your abs, bring your knee towards your chest, open it towards the side, bring your knee down, feet up, and bring your 2 knees together and reverse. 1, open it, and come back. That will be it for the left side. For the right side, you can just rewind the video and play it again, keeping your right side in mind. Thank you.